Let's start with the truth, the hard truth, the uncomfortable truth. Laziness is not a joke. It's not funny. It's not harmless. Laziness is the thief of potential. It's the assassin of dreams. It's the silent destroyer of everything you could become. You were not born to sleep through life. You were not made to waste time scrolling, watching, waiting. You were made to build, to move, to evolve, to rise. And yet every time you delay, every time you choose comfort, every time you say, "I'll do it tomorrow," you die a little inside. Your power weakens. This is not just about being productive. It's about who you become when you stop chasing growth. It's about how far you drift when you choose laziness over discipline. So if you're tired of wasting time, if you're sick of making excuses, if you feel like something inside you is screaming to wake up, then this is for you. Laziness is seductive. It always shows up dressed as peace. It looks like comfort. It feels like ease. It tempts you with rest, with distraction, with entertainment. But make no mistake, laziness is a trap, a slow poison. It feels good, but it destroys everything. Laziness doesn't ask for permission. It sneaks into your life. It becomes a habit. And before you know it, you're behind in your goals, behind in your health, behind in your purpose. And the worst part, you think you're safe because it's quiet. It doesn't shout, it whispers. It tells you you deserve a break, even when you haven't earned one. It tells you you're just tired, when really you're undisciplined. It doesn't care about your future. It doesn't care about your goals. It only wants to keep you weak. But you are not meant to be weak. You are meant to be powerful, focused, driven. Inside you is a beast, a fire, a power that doesn't care about how you feel. It only knows one thing: growth. But that power's been sleeping. Why? Because you've been feeding the wrong voice. The voice of comfort, of laziness, of distraction. But hear this: power is not something you're given to. It's something you claim. And to claim it, you must fight. Fight against the part of you that says, "I'll do it later." Fight against the part that says, "I'm tired." Fight against the idea that rest is the reward for doing nothing. Rest is for the disciplined, for those who earn it, for those who sweat for it, not for those who avoid the work. You want that fire to rise. You want to tap into that power. Then you must get uncomfortable. You must choose the hard road. You must embrace pain, embrace repetition, embrace the boring work, because that's where power is born. There's something inside you that's been buried. Not by the world, not by your failures, but by your own habits, your own choices. You've let yourself believe a lie that you're tired, that you're not ready, that you'll start later. But later becomes never. Tired becomes your identity, and the lie becomes your life. You say you want change. You say you want success, but your actions scream comfort. Your habits scream avoidance. Your routine, it screams laziness. And the truth is no one is coming to save you. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Not when you feel ready. You are the problem. And you are the solution. Laziness is not just doing nothing. It's betrayal. It's betrayal of your future, of your discipline, of your potential. Laziness is not rest. Rest is earned. Laziness is stolen time you've taken from your future self. It disguises itself as self-care. But self-care without self-respect is just destruction in disguise. Laziness shows up in every aisle. Do it later. Every just one more scroll. Every aisle start on Monday. And it leaves behind guilt, regret, and an emptiness you can't escape. You were not put here to coast. You were not designed to be average. You were not built for the sidelines. You are powerful beyond belief. But that power, it doesn't activate when you're sitting still. It comes to life when you fight, when you grind, when you rise. It feels warm, but it's a slow death. Every day spent avoiding discomfort is a day spent avoiding growth. And growth lives in the pain. In the early mornings, in the late nights, in the repetition, in the sweat, in the silence of effort with no applause. You say you want success, but can you suffer for it? You say you want discipline, but can you delay gratification? You say you want freedom, but will you earn it through pain? Laziness says, avoid pain. But pain is where your character is forged. Pain is your training ground. Comfort builds nothing, but struggle builds kings. So when you feel that resistance, go toward it, not away from it. That resistance is not your enemy. It's the signal, the door. Walk through it. The version of you that keeps winning. That version is forged by discipline. Discipline is doing what must be done, even when you don't want to. Especially when you don't want to. It's getting out of bed before the alarm. It's working when everyone else is resting. It's studying when no one is watching. It's training when no one is clapping. Discipline is quiet. It's not glamorous, but it's lethal. It sharpens you, it humbles you, and it elevates you. You don't need to feel like it. You need to become it. Discipline isn't something you find. It's something you choose over and over again. When others are lazy, you're Locked in when others waste time. You're stacking wins. When others quit, you go harder. That's who you are now. Not motivated. Not excited. Disciplined. Relentant. You know what really hurts. It's not just lost time. It's losing yourself. Every time you say, "I'll do it later," and you don't. You break trust with yourself. Every time you say, "I'm going to change," and don't follow through. You kill your confidence. Not with one blow, but with 1,000 silent cuts. You lose the most dangerous thing of all. Yourself - respect. You start to question your own words. You stop believing your own promises, and deep down, you stop seeing yourself as capable. That's what laziness steals. Not just time, your identity, but it doesn't have to stay that way. You can rebuild that trust, one act at a time, 1 hour at a time, one choice at a time. You want real confidence? Then do hard things consistently. Do what you said you'd do. Stack so many wins in silence that your mind has no choice but to believe in your strength again. You want to break free from laziness? Then you have to go all in. No more maybe. No more trying. No more half-dash speed. Go all in. Be obsessed. Be locked in. Treat your discipline like life or death, because, in a way, it is. The lazy version of you must die. You have to bury it, destroy it, refuse to feed it ever again. This is not about being productive. This is about becoming a weapon, laser-focused, mission-driven, untouchable. People will call it crazy, too intense, too much. Let them talk. You're not here to please them. You're here to evolve. You're here to rise. You're here to lead. So build routines, guard your time, turn off the noise, turn on the pressure, and keep showing up even on the days when every part of you screams, "Quit." That's what separates legends from losers. That's what builds greatness. This isn't about the world. This isn't about your boss, or your past, or your problems. This is about you versus you. Every day, you wake up with a choice to stay the same or to rise. You already know what laziness brings. You've lived it. You've felt the guilt, the regret, the shame. Now it's time to taste something else. Power, clarity, momentum, purpose. You want to break free from laziness, then become a different person. Create new habits. Set brutal standards. Discipline your mind until action becomes your identity. You won't always feel like it. That's the point. That's what makes it powerful. Let the lazy voice inside you scream. Let it beg. Let it cry. and then ignore it. Let your actions speak. Let your consistency scream. Let your progress be the revenge. Every step forward kills the old version of you. Every disciplined day buries the lazy voice deeper and deeper. You are not lazy. You are not weak. You are not soft. You are capable. You are powerful. And you are ready. Now stand up, get to work, and don't stop, ever.